Hey guys, it's me, Ken Arnold, and I am here to say, glad we held on for that victory yesterday out in L.A. That's right, we went out to L.A. on the West Coast. We held on to win 26-24. Big W for us. That puts us at 3-1, right? But guess what? You know what the coolest thing about yesterday was? The coolest thing about yesterday was the fact that the LA Chargers, their home game was an Eagles home game. That's right. There were 25,000 people there. It seemed like 23,000 of them were Eagles fans. We packed that stadium with Eagle Nation. That's right. We did. We showed up in force out in LA. And the whole time, it sounded like an Eagles home game. That was amazing. I mean, unbelievably cool to see that amount of Eagles fans out in Los Angeles supporting the Birds. That was awesome. So, let's get into it. Yes, yesterday what really pissed me off about this game? I'm going to get into it right away. You know what pissed me off about this game? Dick Stockton and Mark Schlereth. That's right. I can't stand them. Either one. They sounded like two idiots. And Schlereth hates the Eagles. He always hates. He always talks on whatever NFL show he's on. Every time he's on, he's always bagging on the Eagles. You know what, Mark Schlereth? You can go yourself. I've had enough of you, Schlereth. You're awful. You can't announce. You don't know nothing. You might have been a good player in your day, but man, you are horrible on TV. Yes, the Eagles won. We're 3-1. We're in first place right now. Top of the NFC East. So let's talk about things that happened yesterday. On the offensive side of the ball, right? We did a pretty excellent job again with the run game. That was nice, right? Jason Peters had a phenomenal game. That's why he's the bodyguard. He's got that t-shirt that says bodyguard. That's why he's an all-pro, soon-to-be Hall of Fame. When he retires, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He did an outstanding job. No pressures yesterday on Wentz. Wentz was only sacked once yesterday. That's pretty good, right? Our offensive line showed up yesterday. We ran the ball well. We got good protection for Carson Wentz. It was an outstanding day all around for the offensive line. Now, let's talk about this guy right here. LeGarrette Blount. How about this guy? Boom, right? 136 yards. 127 of them after contact. How about that? I love this picture right here because he's making contact. So he only had 9 yards, guys. 9 yards where he was running where nobody was touching him. Only 9. The other time, it was after contact. 127 yards after contact. That's amazing. So, please, Doug, give the man the ball at least 20 to 25 times a game. I know you got your rotation thing working, and the other guys are doing well too. Smallwood's doing great, and Clement is doing well. But give the ball to Blount. Let him wear defenses down. Let him pound that rock. Let him pound the ball. Let him beat up on those guys. Did you see when he grabbed that guy by the throat yesterday and just held him up? That's called blunt mode. We need more of blunt mode. Please, Doug Peterson. Please, please, please. Give the ball more to LeGarrette. Just do it. So as a team, we had 214 yards, which is a 5.1 average against a pretty poor run defense. But you know what? Hey, 5.1, that's great. We ran the ball back-to-back. 2 weeks, great. 3 weeks ago, everybody in Philadelphia with their little shows and their blogs and everything were saying we couldn't run the ball because we only gave the ball to LeGarrette one time and it was a holding call. So guess what, guys? Up in Philly, we can run the ball. We can run the ball, and we're going to continue to do so for the rest of the season. And it's probably the reason why we're going to win more than we lose this year is because of the running game. And because we can move the ball with LeGarrette and with Smallwood and with Clement. Steven Wisniewski, right? On the left guard. Keep that guy in there. Warmack? No. And guess what? Siamalu, you're a healthy scratch. You had the starting job at the beginning of the year. Now, you're not even dressing for the games. That's bizarre. You need to get some work done, son. You're a big guy. You have a lot of potential. You really need to just hit it and get your confidence back because we need you out there. It's going pretty bad right now for you, but if you work hard, you'll be back out there soon. So let's go. Carson Wentz had an average day yesterday. But here's the thing with Carson. He had 247 passing yards, and he had 1 TD. But again, he didn't make any mistakes. And when he threw the ball downfield, he had a nice touch. That one pass to Aguilar, that one pass to Ertz, the one pass to Torrey Smith that Torrey Smith dropped. He threw the ball. Last week in Philadelphia, what was everybody complaining about on the radio? Or in, on their blog shows, their vlogs or whatever online? That he couldn't throw the ball downfield. Well, guess what? Yeah, he can. He had a bad week last week. This week, he had a bunch of nice passes. So I don't understand what the thing is. He's a second-year quarterback. If this is the pinnacle of his success, this is as good as he's going to get, that's not true. He's going to keep getting better as he progresses. He's still young. Oh, my God. Hopefully, when he's 30, he's better than he is today. You would think, right? With all that experience under his belt. And that's all we can ask for. So you guys all in Philadelphia are always looking for something to pick at, something wrong. There's nothing wrong with Wentz. Let the kid develop. Let him play football. Again, led us to another victory. Kept the mistakes out of it. This kid is going to be phenomenal. Leave him alone. Let him play the game. Stay off his back. He's a good kid. Let's go. Alshon Jeffrey. Let's see this guy. Woo! Alshon Jeffrey. There he is. Boom. That's him catching that touchdown pass yesterday. This guy, he's money. He's the guy you want to throw the ball to, and Carson Wentz and him are getting on the same page and doing it more frequently. I like this guy. He's going to make a lot of big catches for us this year. He had some big catches yesterday, including this touchdown, and he's going to keep that up all season long. Very happy that we have him on our roster. Somebody else who is doing a great job this year, let's bring this guy up. Nelson Agholor. Did you see that catch that he made in the first half to set up our first touchdown? That was amazing. Great pass from Wentz. Great hands by Agholor. He looks quicker this year. He's getting in the right position at the right time, and he's making the catches this year. It's confidence with him, all confidence. And if he can keep that level of confidence, he doesn't need to be a superstar. He just needs to contribute. And that, so far this season, that's what he's doing. And that right there is what's going to make us a winning football team this season. If Agholor can keep up what he's doing right now, we are going to be tough to stop. And we will make the playoffs. Super Bowl, don't know yet. But Aguilar's got to keep it up. Ertz has got to keep it up. Ertz had a good, solid day yesterday. You can't ask anything more from him. You know, he gets his 80 to 100 yards per game. He's going to make big catches. The only thing with him is he likes to fumble a little bit, but hopefully he's working on that. The one thing I got to talk about right now that just drives me insane, Torrey Smith, is you got to catch the ball when it hits you in the hands. Oh, I'm sorry. The ball hit you in the hands, Torrey. Yeah, Carson Wentz didn't mean to throw it right there. Could you think you could catch the ball? You're in the NFL, right? You're supposed to be able to catch the ball. What are you, Featherstone from Unnecessary Roughness or whatever his name was? Couldn't catch the ball? Don't be that guy. Catch the ball. You catch the ball, we'll be unstoppable. You were wide open on that one play. You would have been gone. All you had to do is catch the ball. Gone. Psh, touchdown. Right? And that's the thing yesterday. The game shouldn't have been as close as it was. We should have dominated. We were dominating, but we should have blown them right off the field. But we'll get to it in a few minutes. There was a reason why. Jake Elliott, 4 for 4. Again, the kid nailing field goals left and right down the middle. He had 340 in the 40s and 1 in the 50s yesterday. So guess what? Caleb Sturgis, it was nice knowing you, but you got to go. Yeah, the kid, he's here to stay. So he just needed an opportunity, and he took full advantage of it. You got Wally pipped. That's the way it goes, you know, in this industry. So here we go on the defensive side of the ball, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why that game was even close yesterday. Schwartz, Jim Schwartz. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. But here, this is what I want to say. Just send somebody. On 3rd and long, Schwartz. Send somebody. Stop with the just sending 4, dropping everybody back. Because what happened yesterday, every time you did that, Rivers burned us, got a first down, and they marched right down the field and scored. If you would have just sent some pressure, just some, one time, twice. You didn't have to do it every time. But hey, mix it up, right? But you didn't. All you did all day long was on a 3rd and long, you backed everybody off, you sent 4, they couldn't get any pressure. And Phillip Rivers, I hate to say it, but he's too good a quarterback to just let sit back there. Any NFL quarterback is just too good if you can't get pressure on them. They're going to pick you apart. All they got to do is sit there and wait for somebody to break open. Your defensive backfield can't hold coverage for more than 3.5 seconds, 4 seconds. That's just ridiculous to expect them to hold coverage for that long. So you got to send pressure, Schwartz. Jimmy Johnson's rolling over in his grave right now because of you. I'm watching that game yesterday, freaking out because you can't send an extra man when it's 3rd and long. Come on, Jim. Please. You got to be better than that. Rasul Douglas yesterday. What the? Jeez, what, buddy? Yo, were you even out there? You gave up over 203 yards. That's awful. That's terrible. Hey, let's go. Cover somebody. That's your job. That's what you get paid money to do. Cover people. Do it. That was awful. But on the other side, Patrick Robinson, he played 25 coverage snaps yesterday. 25. And they didn't target him one time. Well, they didn't have to because they just went at Douglas's side. But anyway, that's the best in the NFL. They didn't go after Robinson. They went after Douglas, and it showed. Bo Allen, hey, he did a nice job yesterday filling in for Fletcher Cox. He had a sack. But, he's still not Fletcher. But hopefully, Fletcher will get healthy. We'll have him back next week. The run defense was incredible for most of the game. The Chargers were one-dimensional because we kept them that way. They couldn't run. But they did hit us for that 35 because our defense wore down near the end. They had that 35-yard run for a touchdown. Rivers had 347 yards passing. Again, that's the secondary and not getting pressure on them, especially in third and long situations. You've got to put pressure on, Schwartz. Mix it up. They know what you're going to do. They know you're going to drop. So they just sit back there and they wait till somebody breaks open. Boom, first down. It's 3rd and 8. They get 12. It's 3rd and 12. They get 15. You're not helping us, Jim. You're hurting us. Could have cost us a game. We can't lose games like that. Not to those types of teams. And you almost had us in a bind. So let's go. Get it together, Schwartz. These close finishes, really, they make me nervous. I get a little jumpy. Yeah. So we need to start winning some games where we can just coast at the end. We don't have to wait until, the last minute of the game every game. My nerves can't take it. Anyway, next week, we got the Cardinals at home at the Link. Hey, they've got Larry Fitzgerald, right? They got Carson Palmer. They still have a good offense and a decent defense. We can't go into this game thinking that they're going to just lie down. They'll put up some good numbers against us if we don't get pressure on Palmer. You put pressure on him and make mistakes. And you've got to make sure that you've got help for Fitzgerald because he's going to catch anything thrown in his direction. And hopefully their best running back, I don't know if he's going to be off the DL yet, but if he is, he's a tough running back too. Tough running back. Johnson's a tough running back. So we got our work cut out for us next weekend. It's a home game. We're 3-1. We've had 3 games on the road. We've done a great job. 3-1 at this point in the season, the first quarter of the season. We're in first place in the NFC East. So let's keep it up. The one great thing that happened yesterday, Dallas and the Giants both lost. The Redskins play tonight against the Chiefs down in Kansas City. That's a tough test for them, but the Redskins are playing well right now, and we'll see them again pretty soon coming up. So, hey guys, we'll see you next week. And remember, EAGLES.